These Tri-Series come around quickly. We've got another one, Mazda RX Vision GT3. It's a low car, that's definitely low. It looks pretty good. I'm not going in hard on it, but if I win it, I'm gonna be happy. Hey, I'm Mike. We've got another Tri-Series. They come around real quick. I know it's every 2 weeks, but it feels like they come around really quick. This is for the Mazda RX Vision GT3. It's a wicked looking picture. It looks really flat, doesn't it? It looks really low. I like it. It's a concept car. Who knows what the stats mean, but it's a Japanese fast slick tyre car and I need a few of them in my garage. Let's get on with the Quals. So Quals, as always, gets you an Epic in the first tier with the pack. That's the Epic Cadillac. There's a Cadillac as tier 2 and a Volvo as tier 3, super rare, etc. The tracks are looking a bit weird. There's some ice and some snow, there's a wet track, there's a speed bump track and a city wet track. It's all a bit of a mess. We'll have to see what's what. But these are the cars that I'm going to run with. I think I should be okay to get tier 2 with these cars. Mainly because I have this beast of a diesel that's fully maxed legendary. My BMW is maxed as well. I mean, they're all maxed. They're all maxed. And I have the 2 best twisty cars available in the tag. The 2 big trucks. Race 1 on the speed bump. My Audi wins. And that's a big win. Okay. Right, we're 79th. That means it's a pretty big bracket, I think, so far. 225 people in the bracket out of 300. So we're 82. The top guy's got 9 and 0, then 6 and 0. Okay, good. Let's go again. Okay, so there are 3 good trucks in the criteria. There's the blue one, the red one, and this silver one that's on the twisty road snow. They interchangeably win. The red one is the best, I think, overall. The blue one's second best. The silver one is the worst out of the 3. However, it does win slalom, I think it is, according to Top Drive Records. Here we go. The Mitsubishi is definitely better than the silver Ford Bronco, though. Okay. Okay, let's go again. Let's use the tickets up. Not going to pay too much attention to who I'm playing, just chuck them in. We should be okay at this level of the table with my max legendary. Okay, so that is a win against their legendary BMW, which only wins if it's totally maxed, I think, which you don't want to max the lower 80s legendary unless you need it for a Tri-Series, I suppose. Right, indoor and wet. Right, G-Force is the ice. That blue thing, the blue Ford truck, is really good on ice, I found out in the past. Something to do with the traction control, the weight, I don't know, something like that. But it does really well. Red Mitsubishi beats the blue on the first track though. Second track, ice G-Force test, no trouble at all, big points, 98. Good. My Audi will absolutely want this home, yeah. And this BMW, I have that white BMW, do I have it? I can't remember, I pulled it I think. But I've never maxed it because it's always pretty awful. And that is a loss on the final track, but that's okay. That's really there for the speed bump type stuff, that all-surface tyre thing, because it's a fast track. Okay, we've got some racing objectives pop-ups, which I'm hoping won't last forever. I'm hoping. The racing objectives are great, but the pop-ups are annoying as hell. Right, this all looks okay. Should be no trouble. Yes, that's the other thing about that Audi, the RQ79 Audi. On the drags and stuff, it's much better, of course, because it's got a good high speed. Right, that's another 3 stars, puts us in 16th after 5 wins. what that tells me is a lot of people have got 5 and 0 at the top of the table. But that's good. Happy with that. Okay, we're back with 6 hours to go. I'm in 5th. I've been playing a lot, as you can see. Or more importantly, people have been playing me a lot, and I've had to play a lot to catch up. I've swapped out my blue truck for another Mitsubishi truck because it is dominant. If I take you to my off-road diesels, I have 2 of each. The Ford Bronco is pretty good on the slalom, but definitely the Mitsubishi orange, red, whatever colour that is the best overall. And I think that's going to get me secured in Tier 2, if not possibly sneakily into Tier 1. I've just got to avoid that Ford Bronco on the slalom. That's the only track it beats me on, and I need to avoid it on that. But otherwise, I'm okay. So that's interesting. You don't often see that white Audi beat the blue Audi, but it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Okay, we're in 4th. We're climbing. I do like Quals. I'm a big fan of Quals. I seem to really enjoy the criteria in Quals, and the idea of getting an epic as the Tier 1 is really cool. So that's where we stand, just outside the top tier. I'm going to have to play some of the guys up the top. So Dr. Wheel is got a similar hand to me. Yeah, see, I should be able to knock on a few of these people. Maybe get into Tier 1. The key here, apart from the twisty trucks, the Mitsubishi or the Ford Ranger, is obviously that diesel legendary, which, having mine maxed, is going to give me the big advantage, I think, in the final minutes. Nobody's going to want to play me unless they've got theirs maxed as well. Okay, I'm going to have to start hitting the guys in the top 3, I think, to try and replace one of them. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, so that will be a 50-point win. See, that's the advantage. Obviously, I do lose on that slalom against the Ford Bronco, but every other track, I'm going to get a 50-point win against these guys and hopefully be able to climb the table and replace one of them in the top tier. I suspect it's going to be you, Jose. I apologise. Okay, G-force is fine, and then we match the rest. This is what this is about now. It's getting 50-point wins, basically, and replacing one of these guys in the top 3 to try and get the top tier. If I don't make it, oh, new car. If I don't make it, then I don't make it. It's fine. But obviously, it'd be nice to get the epic. Normally, I don't like to hit the same person over and over again, but this is a simple, I need his space. And, I mean, he's going to hit me back, no doubt. He'll see what I'm doing. And in the end, I think everyone agrees that it's only about getting the carbon fibre, really. So, hopefully he's not too annoyed at me. I do want the epic, though. Really do want the epic. I know I've just said it's all about the carbon fibre, but I do want the epic. Okay. 5 minutes to go. It all worked out okay. We're about drawing, me and Jose, so I'm going to have to hit him again, I'm afraid. The nice thing is, as long as that slalom doesn't turn up, then I can manage it, and obviously by hitting him, he loses points and I gain points, which puts the gulf between us a bit bigger. Theoretically, I can beat him on 3 tracks, he can beat me on 1. Therefore, theoretically, as long as the tracks are evenly distributed, I should be able to hold my position with 4 minutes to go. Okay, that's the ice track. This is the power of having a useful car in a duplicate, effectively. It's allowed me to do this and get myself an epic, hopefully. I mean, don't want to jump the gun, but 4 minutes to go. Should really hit someone else, but you know, I don't want to lose my position because I'm evenly distributing my my wins, as it were. He's not going to drop out tier 2, so I think. Also, he's hitting back anyway, so realistically, he's got as good a chance as I've got of getting in there. Maybe not. Okay. Right, 3 minutes to go. I've used up my tickets. I'm not buying any more tickets for Quals. I am 100 and something points ahead. I should get tier 1. Okay, we're back. I got tier 1, score plus 50. That's pretty wicked. That means we've got ourselves an epic and a carbon fiber pack to open. Let's make it a really good one this time. Come on. Come on. Suzuki, Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, and Cadillac CT4. Got loads of them. There's the Cadillac Epic, nice, and some good cash, some good gold, and some good flags, I guess. No, flags, there you go. Good. With every Tri-Series normally comes a tune-up. Let's do the tune-up. There's 3 packs available in a tune-up. You get an aluminium, which is a load of rubbish normally. You get ceramic on 13. And on the last round, 25, you get a carbon fiber. Tune-ups are about testing the rest of your garage with the criteria. It never really helps much in the actual finals, because the finals is all about epics, generally speaking, or legendaries. This is generally about a lot of super rares and rares and stuff. But it's free stuff if you've got the cars to compete. Okay, that's a win on track 2. Fast track 3 is a win, no problem. 86 points. My Chevy Malibu, which is a wicked picture and a really good car as well, wins. And my Grand National, which is also a wicked picture and a really good car, wins. Good. That is 3 stars. Here comes the aluminium. Oldsmobile. Ford, Chevrolet new one, nice, Jaguar, and Chevrolet Lacetti. Okay, let's do challenge round 13. This is for a ceramic. These are the cars I have worked out win. Plenty of RQ, so not too much of a trouble to work it out. My Dodge Charger with 4-wheel drive comes in on the first track. My Chevy Impala, yep, wins the twisty track, as you'd expect it to, with much better stats. Race 3, my Caterham, standard tyres on the medium circuit, Rallycross wins, good. Race 4, my Chevy wins. And race 5, we've already hit the points, should be absolutely fine. Do like that Citroen DS5, it's a good car. Okay, good, here we go, this is a ceramic. Let's see what we get. Mercury, Renault, Nissan, Volkswagen, and a Buick. Super rare Buick, nothing special. Okay, let's do the last round, round 25. This is what we're running with. This should all be okay, I think. Got some good drag cars and a couple of medium cars. Should be fine. So my Cadillac, the red Cadillac wins the first race, City Streets medium. My black Cadillac wins City Streets small. Good. Already got 185 points. Right. My Bizzarini should win the drag. Okay, good. Race 4 was another drag, wasn't it? Yes, my Chevy, no trouble at all against the Volvo. And the 5th race, Caterham versus Buick on a short drag. Perfect, good. Right, so this is the carbon fibre, round 25, end of the tune-up. Let's see what we get. Infiniti, Ford, Citroen, Super Red Dodge, and another Bizzarini. Okay, you only need one Bizzarini. It's a very limited car. Okay, prelims have arrived. Let's join. This is what we're looking at. Caterham for the first tier, Volvo for the second tier, Buick for the third tier and fourth tier, etc. We've got a lot of wet. We've got a city dry, we've got a Docklands city dry, and Ocean City streets dry. So we've got one medium and 3 wet and 1 fast dry. Okay, I have the Nissan Nismo at 111. I have the Mitsubishi Lancer also at 111. I have the Audi RS6 maxed. I have the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution at 111, and I have the Honda Legend maxed. So the fact that my 3 Legends are not past 111 upgraded is going to hurt me big time and mean I'm not probably getting top 10 and the carbon fibre in the prelims. But that's okay. You win some, you lose some, can't win them all. The criteria for the prelims really isn't what my garage is strong in, effectively, for no reason other than just luck or bad luck. But for the first race, Mitsubishi Lancer does win, and I do get 3 stars. So that's 45th place. Let's see what we get. 3 cars and 142 out of 300. Okay, let's play our tickets anyway. This doesn't look too bad. Okay, my Lancer on the highway wins 177 to 107. Yeah, there you go. See, it's not that easy when you've got 3 legendaries, but they're not very good. A lot of people are taking the Caterham on the twisty stuff. I have the Caterham, but again, don't have any upgrades in it, so I think the better bet is that Nismo. But it is a painful track set and painful car criteria for my garage. But it's okay. That Lancer wins on the first track. 100 to 100, that's a draw. Won't show up on the scoreboard. But I have played 3. Okay, we can't do the same dude again because we'll just get a draw, won't we? Let's do something else. So the reason I've got that Audi in, because I think it might be okay on the Docklands U-Drag. I know it's a weird thing to say because it's a pretty awful Audi, but it's got a good 0 to 60, so let's see. Doing okay? Yeah, there you go. Good. I wonder how many other things it can beat on that drag. Right, that was a big win. That was a big win. Good. Cash and a Mitsubishi. Oh, an extra. Suzuki. Good. Right. That's an interesting hand. Yeah, I'm guessing they've taken that Holden because they need it for the drag, I guess. But it's a weird thing to put it on a wet slalom. They should be okay. Well, we should win this quite comfortably, I think. Let's see what this does. I have that Mitsubishi Lancer that the opposition's running, and I wish I had it maxed. It comes up a lot, but I just haven't got the enthusiasm to max it. Certainly you shouldn't be upgrading cars for quals or prelims particularly. Certainly not epics anyway. Maybe the odd ultra rare, but that's about it, I think. Okay, well, we're 142 people in the bracket and we're 23rd with 5 played but only 4 wins. Right, we've jumped way ahead. We've got 2 minutes to go. I know I haven't recorded anything in the last 20 hours, but I've been busy and I haven't been enthusiastic about this because I've been beaten quite badly. But let's play a few. See if we can grab that top spot. Look at that, that was close. That was nice. Right, 203 to 50. Win 6th. I didn't expect to get top 10 with my hand, I'll be honest with you. I am really chancing it. I need to play one more to get top 10 though. So let's get on with it and get that played. Not beating that. These are all a bit harder, aren't they? That's the problem. Let's see. I mean, if I take a loss, I can't remember if I'm going to drop out. But if I take a loss, at least I've played it. I guess that's that, yeah. Okay. I don't like the Audi's chances. No. I mean, it nearly caught it back up. 150. Good. That is a win then. Ah, so I'm in 9th. Right. So I might just hang on. We've got 46 seconds to go. I'm in 9th. We might be okay. Right. Prelims finished. Score plus 45 means I got tier 2, which is top 10. I suspect I was 9th, possibly 10th. But it's all good. Here we go. Carbon fibre. I was not expecting a carbon fibre. Ford. Renault. Ford. Super Rare Buick. And a Chevrolet Astro 2. And there's the Volvos. 2 ultra rares for the fuse pile. Get some cash, get some gold, get some flags, etc. Good. Excellent work. We've got the finals, they've started. In fact, they started 2 days ago. I've got a day left. It's for this Mazda RX Vision. You get a double carbon fibre or a single carbon fibre. Tier 3 is for the Farbound, which I would definitely take a second one of. I've got one, I would definitely take a second one. Tier 4 is for the Porsche, don't particularly want it. And tier 5 going down, don't particularly want it, but with my garage I shouldn't need it. I think I've got a pretty solid hand. The tracks are fast. There's one off-road which is barely off-road, and there's a city streets in there as well which flips between wet and dry, and there's a test bowl which is a very important track. Certainly for me it is. But these are the cars that I'm going to run with. I have the Radical maxed, legendary. I have the Chevrolet Corvette maxed 233. I have the Cadillac CT5 maxed 323. I have a Chevrolet Serve which has got a couple of upgrades in it, and I have the Skoda for the off-road stuff. There is an all-surface tyre, I think it's a Volvo, that's better than that Skoda on the tracks, but that's the best I've got because I don't have the all-surface tyre car. What I will get is big wins on the test bowl tracks. There's 2 test bowls and they will give me big wins because of my high top speed. It is technically one of the top 2 cars for test bowl in the criteria. Right, that was a good win. We're 17th. Let's get a van and a car and a gold. Okay, 43 out of 500. The top guys played 11 and 6 and 7. Okay, so we can go again. I think my weakest bit, if you want the truth, the difficult bit is not going to be the off-road tyre car, which is the weakest car. It's going to be the fact that half of the track sets have a wet city streets and half of them have a dry city streets. And I'm going to have to put a wet car, the Cadillac with standard tyres, on the dry city streets and on the wet city streets. So I'm going to win on the wet city streets, but I'm going to lose on the dry city streets to the people who haven't taken a wet car. I think you'll see as I go further up, a lot of people will be using the orange Blackwing instead and dominating the dry city streets and not worrying about the wet city streets. But I've gone this way because my Blackwing, although I have one, is not upgraded. This Radical that I maxed for a previous Tri-Series is coming in very handy though. That's a big win. Right, I'm in 9th with 3 wins. Get myself a car and a cash and more car. Right, here we go again. Right, so test bowl and a rallycross medium. So test bowl's fine. Yeah, see, I think that City Street Small will win, but anything more than that 64 Ultra Rare, I'm going to lose, I think. Let's have a look. Yes, so it does win. Oh, it's only 1 star as well. It's going to push it on the dry tracks, but it's worth it, I think, for the wet tracks. Okay. Right, I'm in 8th after 4. Let's play the 5th ticket. Yeah. Okay, that's a win. City Streets, hairpin for my serve, and those two should be fine. We should be absolutely fine. Okay. Right, big win. Right, 5-0 in 5th. Okay, good. We've got 23 hours to go. Oh, just 4th. Oh, joint 4th, 5th. Okay, got a lot of tickets to play though. Okay, I'm back. I've got 4 hours to go. Weirdly, I'm in 1st place. I'm not expecting to be in 1st place. I wasn't expecting to be Tier 1, but the guys in Tier 1 are playing nice with me, and I'm playing a bit nice with them. Reasonably, we're trading blows because they're running the opposite cars to me in effect, so I can beat them on some tracks, they can beat me on some tracks, so we're swapping blows a little bit. But these are the top guys. It's not easy because certainly that Volvo with the all-surface tyres, which I was talking about in the previous segment, it's pretty dominant, even though it's pretty rubbish. It's dominant on these tracks because see, they just overtook it at the last minute. And that handicaps me a little bit. And then you've got the guys who have multiple radicals, which also handicaps me. But luckily, quite a few of them in my bracket don't seem to have upgraded them enough, so my maxed radical wins. That's a good win for the serve on the test bowl. Here's my maxed radical, that will win there, you see. So all you have to do is get 3 wins out of 5, and you're doing okay. And this is a draw, but because I got some extra points earlier, I get a win out of it. And that's what I've been getting in the last couple of hours, really. I've been drawing 1, winning 2, losing 2, but the ones I've won higher points because of the test bowl cars. You get higher points on test bowls. Okay. So it isn't easy to pick who you want to play, really, especially when you've got the dry city street stuff. As you can see, I'm going to get dominated by those other Cadillacs on the dry city streets. Just got to work out what is worth it. Also, these guys at the top don't seem to have put any upgrades in their serve. So that is a win for me. That is a loss. That is a win. That is probably a loss. That is probably a loss. So this might well be a loss. Okay, Radical wins. Cadillac will lose. 67 points, yeah. This will be a win because I've got a couple of upgrades in it from the previous Tri-Series. And my Skoda will lose because Ocean Beach Slalom is mainly wet asphalt slalom. The sand bit is only the bit at the end. And that is a loss. So that is a loss. But as I say, that's kind of how it works. I'm taking losses, I'm taking wins. But if I can take as many losses as I take wins, then theoretically the guys around me and me are all moving up. You know what I mean? I'm winning some, then I give them some points, they move up, and we're hopefully spreading ourselves away from Tier 2. So this is the Wet City Streets Medium, which is my race. This is what I'm set up for. This should be no trouble. That's a loss on the first track. Second track, I will win. It's not naturally a dragster, but obviously it's against itself. Third race is a win. Fourth race will be a win on the wet track. It is good. That's why I'm taking that. Well, the reason I'm taking that is because my orange-black win is not upgraded because I've just pulled it. Therefore, I'm not going to waste putting an epic when I've got a car that actually does the business anyway. So that puts me back in first. I'm not comfortable being in first particularly. Oh, I'll drop down a second. I'm not very comfortable being that high up. I don't mind it, but we'll see. I don't want to become a target because they want first place or anything, but they seem to be playing nice around me. We're all having to hit each other, but as I say, sort of, when people hit me, they get wins, they get losses. It evens itself out. This will be interesting. There's one fusing that. I think that should win that second race. This one loses though, we know. Right, the last second. Second race. My Radical. It's got a lot of upgrades in it. Yeah, it does. Good. You would expect it to. My Serve will get 70 something. No, 68 points. Good. That might just tip me over the edge, you see. That's a loss. And one more race. Yeah, there you go, and that's a draw. Same car. Right, and that's what tips me over, that test bowl. Tips me over every time, and that's what's giving me the ability to stay tier 1, which is kind of awesome. Okay, so I've played enough tickets now, so I can relax and I'll just monitor it. I'll play the odd tickets. I want to try and keep tier 1 if I can, but if I drop out of tier 1, I'm okay with that. Right, they're finished. I got tier 2, I believe. At the last minute, I was in 5th. Yeah, here we go. That's okay, I'm okay with that. We get a carbon fibre and we get the prize car, which is the important thing. Ford Puma, Lincoln, TVR, Hyundai, BMW Ultra Rare, and the prize car, Mazda RX Vision GT3 RQ93, slick tyres, rear wheel drive. Nice, I like it. Some cash, some gold, etc, etc. That's a good result for me because I didn't upgrade anything. Not one car for that. Didn't put one bit of cash in it or anything. It was all the stuff I'd already wasted upgrades on. So pretty pleased with that, really. You may have noticed that was my 200th legendary. I will come back to that in another video. But that's kind of awesome. Let's get the upgrades in it and see what it looks like at 111. That's 2.8 and 100. Nice! 2.8, 100. It's going to add to my Japanese garage as well, which is all important. Really cool. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's all done now. I know these videos are long. This is a slightly shorter because I didn't record quite so much footage on the finals. If you stuck with it to the end, thank you so much. Get yourself out of here now. We're done.